Good morning, Liberty lovers.
Good morning.
Welcome to Syracuse into the Collegian Hotel and Suites for our first of its kind Empire State Freedom Summit. I want to thank you all for being here, not only to support the LPNY, but also to support liberty and finding freedom in an unfree, in fact, the least free state. I also want to thank our organizing committee, whose members worked hard to make sure the weekend's events run smoothly and that you guys had fun. Gabrielle Cordova, Laura Newell, Billy Jordal, Andrew Polsky, Tom Pinkasoff, Tony Grazio, and Pietro Garacci. I also want to take a moment and point out this wonderful program that was put together by Andrew Kolsky. It is in color, it is beautiful, and he's done a wonderful job sort of laying out our symposium supporters here. We also want to thank our advertisers who have taken out ads in the program, so thank you all very much. I also want to take a moment and thank our monthly pledgers who are listed on the inside cover of the program. And I want to just say that it's super important. I think people sort of think, you know, we're not doing anything at the state level. We are. We're doing a lot of public outreach. We have our legal battles to fight with regard to ballot access. So every donation that we can get from people is welcome. Monthly pledges are especially important because they help us run our ongoing monthly operations. So I just want to take a moment, first of all, and thank our event sponsors. Joseph Cologne, I'll skip the guy who's in the silver sponsorship there. Richard Bell, Carrie Bittner, Justin Carmen, Jim Dayton, Angela Einwachter, Millie Jordal, Len Morlock, and also Divide New York Caucus and the Mises Caucus. We want to thank them all for supporting this event. But our monthly donors, again, very important to our regular operations. I just want to read off their names in order of monthly donation. These are all folks who donate money to us monthly. Gary Handel, Peter Jacobson, Vincent Kruskal, excuse me, Daniel Schmidt, Stephen Gilbert, Vivian Wadlin, Scotty Van Niederman, if I may have completely messed that up, I apologize. Laura Newell, Rob Arrigo, Chris Beechler, Rachel Becker, Carrie Bittner, Craig Colwell, Roger Cooper, Jim Dayton, Tony Durazio, Todd Haggerty, Anthony Henry, Scott Hoskins, Joe Liotino, Matthew Morgan, Jeff Mata, Kimberly Plush, Richard Pertel, Bonnie Ralph, Charles Sedrick, Dan Singer, David Salkin, Daniel Abash, Jeanette Ambrose, Robert Andrews, Jason Borowski, Sean Cahill, Justin Carmen, Jay Carr, Gabrielle Cordova, Gary Denoyan, David Finns, Pietro Garacci, Creighton Harrington, Don McIntyre, Gary Popkin, Stephen Poyser, Tom Queter, Jeff Russell, Robert Saya, Kevin Shea, Christian Van Kipp, Tom Pinkasoff, Dan Duraco, David Gabry, David Istri, William Milauskis, excuse me, Peter Papagiannakis, Charles Rogan, and Logan Tendall. So let's just have a round of applause for all these people who are supporting us. I would also ask those of you who are not monthly pledgers, if you look at the back of our program, we have a number of QR codes that you can scan to either make a one-time donation or recurring donation to the party. We appreciate anything that you can give, and you know we have 20,000 enrolled libertarians here in New York State. If each of those libertarians were to donate $1 every month, that's a lot of dollars, and we really need to have a broader support for the party, for the party and its operations, and we hope that we can bring those folks in. Since our elected state committee was seated just over a year ago, the executive committee has been working hard to implement the vision on which I ran for chair. Since the end of 2018, our party enrollment has tripled to over 20,000 individuals. The biggest challenge before us is to forge all these individuals, libertarians, into a weapon of pro-liberty activism and voting. Key to this strategy is the continued formation and training of strong county affiliates in all 62 counties. These affiliates are responsible for three main things in my mind: it's driving enrollment, identifying and running candidates, and holding local government to a higher standard. These are really essential for getting our libertarians on the local level involved at the local level. A lot of people sort of think the state party should be doing more. We are training these local affiliates. We're identifying people in unorganized counties to get those counties organized, to do the initial outreach, to get people to form the county committees. This is really essential to our vision for galvanizing all these libertarians into this weapon that I'm talking about. So it's very, very important. Just as a shout out, our chair of local affiliate development is Rob Arrigo. Rob's right over here. If you need to stand up, Rob, just be recognized. He is really key in implementing this vision. We have about 30 of our counties organized at this point. We have 14 more who have assigned county contacts. So that brings us up to 44 out of 62 counties. So this has been a Herculean effort. Andrew Kolsky, Pietro Gracci, Jim Dayton have all been working behind the scenes to help out with this. Paul Seacrest until recently, even after he moved out of state, he was helping us out and making those initial contacts. So I want to thank the entire local affiliate development team for making this happen. So thank you very much. I don't think I have much more to say. Larry was on our schedule for 10 o'clock, and he had to go to Watertown, so we just sort of had to mess around with our schedule a little bit here. Next on our schedule, give me one moment, please. We'll talk give a little bit about an overview of our speakers here. You can find out a little bit more about our speakers here in the program. We have. 1 second, sorry. So of course our keynote speaker is going to be Spike Cohen, who is our vice presidential candidate here at the local level. Larry Sharp, of course, has come and gone. Of course, a big national speaker. We have Scott Horton, who is an amazing speaker. I've seen him speak many times. I saw him at the Mises Bash in Pittsburgh, but also at PorcFest, and he is a force to be reckoned with respect to our failed foreign policy. So I can't wait to hear him speak, and I hope you all can't wait either. We also have Karen Ann Harlos, who is going to be making an appearance. Dan Fishman. We also have Pat Ford, Chrissy Wickers, Caitlin Cloven, Tom Queter, Eric Cordova, Deborah Altman, Jamie Vanderwalker, Nick Grassa, Angela Einwachter, and Brandon Lyon. The last names that I mentioned are going to be part of our elected libertarians forum. We just got done with an election cycle, and I wish we had a lot of good candidates run around the state, but we could always use more. And I think that people don't quite understand, where they should start. And I think, Pietro Gracci, who is our Orange County chair, did a great job in running Juan Ayala's campaign. I just wanted you to stand up and say hi. Juan ran for city council position in Middletown, New York, if I'm not mistaken. So, and we have several others. Jamie Vanderwalker just re-won her position in Allegheny County. And I have to say, a lot of our races around the state, we actually had 3. Rich Pertel ran for county legislature in Tioga County. And we also had a candidate, Jake, who's, I can't remember Jake's last name. Thank you very much. Jake Cornell. Yeah, okay. He ran for his town council in the town of Florida, which is in Montgomery County, just to my north. They both got about 25% of their respective vote, which was in those races. At least in the. For a libertarian, 25% is a great number, and I think that we are very, very fortunate to have people who have, like Juan, like Jake, like Rich, who did the work to get on the ballot, to pass the petitions and also do the campaigning. So we're very grateful for all our elected libertarians around the state who have, essentially taken advantage of their positions in the community to run a campaign and try and make the communities better. So we just want to thank everybody for that. So we are now at 9:38. We're going to take a short break, just about 10 minutes. Ms. Bittner, would you like to address the crowd from the podium? Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Carrie Bittner, former member of the State Committee, and also Miss 100,000 Libertarians in New York. Yeah.
Good morning. I was smiling so big on my way here this morning, I could not wait to see you all. I'm excited. As Cody mentioned, a couple of things. He said in 2018, we had fewer than 7,000 enrolled libertarians in this state. That's crazy. This is New York State. You know that there are more people out there. You know you have friends, you know you have family that get what you're saying. Some don't, but some do. I have a goal, which I've been trying to do, working, and a lot of you have a similar kind of goal. I want us to be able to say there are 100,000 enrolled libertarians in New York State. Obviously, we'll go on from there. But can you imagine that number when people hear that? The media cannot ignore 100,000 people. The elected people can't ignore 100,000 people. The voters can't ignore 100,000 people. One of the things that you hear all the time is, it's a wasted vote, or if your guy or gal could win, I would vote for them. Well, when you have numbers behind you, it starts to change that entire discussion, okay? So I have with me voter registration forms. If anyone wants to take some and talk to the staff here, go out to, when you go out to dinner tonight, talk to somebody there, bring it to a friend, bring it to a family member. I have voter registration forms on me in my purse, in my bag at all times, and you should too. I'm happy to arm you with a few so you can help Cody, help Katro, help everybody here who's working on, Rob Arrigo, working on building this party in the state. I'll give you some of the tools to help. The other thing is, it takes 2 minutes online to change your party. Just have people search for New York State DMV, online voter, any combination of those words, and go change the party. That's it. Let's libertarian today.
Great, thank you very much, Carrie. It's so good to see you, and it's so good to see everybody here. I think we were sort of starved we had our first in-person full state committee meeting in Albany a couple months ago, and it was really energizing to have most everybody in the same room together. And I'm happy to see we have a lot of people outside our state committee here who are interested and care enough about liberty to come out and see our speakers. So once again, thank you all for coming. We're going to take a brief break. We just have to rejigger our schedule a little bit, just because we now have a morning hall. So we're going to see about getting some of our afternoon speakers redone to the morning. So if you can all just stand at ease, we will take care of that and reconvene within the next 15 minutes. Thank you.